Thank you, Deputy Presiding Officer. I endorse the sentiments expressed in points 1, 2 and 4 of Plaid's motion. It's very true that the performance of the economy in North Wales needs to be strengthened. In particular, we need to build an economy in North Wales that allows its people to earn more while allowing them to keep more of their own money. I also regret the historic underfunding of North Wales, as do so many other people in North Wales. Excuse me. However, although Plaid are making the right noises, when it comes to action, they're doing the opposite and supporting a Labour budget and a Labour government that has let down North Wales in the past and will let down North Wales in the future. So much more could have been achieved for North Wales if Plaid had stayed true to their voters' wishes and helped throw that budget out. But now they expect us to applaud them for successfully begging for the crumbs that are left after Cardiff and the rest of the South has once again taken the lion's share from this South-centric government. The rest of the motion does seem agreeable, but again, this does seem a little bit odd coming from Plaid given their current track record. They mention the extra crumbs their betrayal of Plaid voters has secured for Visit Wales, but somehow forget to mention the tourism tax, which they either support or are being powerless or unwilling to stop, which will make things even harder for those running tourist-related businesses in Wales. Since the advent of cheap holidays abroad, Welsh tourism businesses need every bit of help they can get. Not moves that will push up costs and overheads, especially in comparison with their English counterparts. This is not just a tax on tourism businesses, but on all of the non-tourism businesses that are involved in the supply chain, or that benefit from a healthy tourism sector and the employment it supports. And therefore, the proposal is in effect a levy on pretty much all local businesses in North Wales. But the tourism tax does have one useful function. It helps voters see what happens when you devolve tax powers to Labour and, through their supporter, Plaid. They raise them. They look to find anyone who is making a living and grab what they can while they can, with no consideration for the long-term effects. We can't support point 3 of Plaid's motion, by which Plaid seeks to give itself a massive pat on the back for negotiation concessions secured from the Welsh Government in return for propping up a Welsh Government again, whilst at the same time pretending to oppose that government. Consequently...
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen the list that we've outlined in our motion. Which ones do you disagree with then?
Point 3. That's it? That's it? OK, fine. OK. So, consequently, UKIP will be supporting Amendment 2. As regards the other amendments to the motion, relating to Amendment 1 by Labour, I note that Welsh Labour may now be spending some money in North Wales, at least they've promised to, and we'll see if those plans come to pass. But I don't think that Welsh Labour have anything really to boast about, though. Yes, money is being promised to North Wales in some limited ways, but that's a drop in a puddle compared with the monies that are being invested by Welsh Government in South Wales. The benefits of the so-called improvement to the A55, A494 corridor to the local economy remain to be seen. I and many others believe that the decision to implement the red route will merely move the traffic problems currently in Queensferry further west, which will help no one and certainly not the wider community. So I will be reminding voters whose lives and livelihoods will be damaged by the decisions and the neglect of North Wales by Welsh Labour that they should not only blame Labour but also the equally culpable Plaid. Turning to the other amendments proposed by Labour, as regards an additional crossing over the Menai Strait, when will these plans actually see the light of day and when will construction actually start? How soon can people on Anglesey expect the third crossing? When will this Advanced Manufacturing Research Institute start showing dividends? No economic benefits can be felt until the plans come to fruition. So when will we actually see some improvements in the real world? I recognise that some of the powers called for by the North Wales Economic Ambition Board would need to be devolved by the UK Government first. However, the proposals of the North Wales Economic Ambition Board are very interesting ones that should be taken on board by Welsh Government, but I fear they won't be. It would make sense for such decisions to be made by those most closely affected by them and by people who understand the area and put North Wales first. Power should be devolved to the lowest level of government feasible, and therefore we will be supporting Amendment 3. Perhaps if the investment decisions had historically been made by those most affected by them, we would not now be bemoaning the neglect of North Wales in comparison with other regions of Wales. So in summary, although I support the sentiments expressed in Plaid's motion, I do find it a bit rich, coming from a party that has propped up a Labour government for years, that has treated North Wales as a poor and remote relation and continues to do so. Thank you.
Simon Thomas.